All right, so I'm back again with some more Patreon requested songs. Today, I got requested to check out 5 songs by Girls' Generation. So, Girls' Generation is, a group I haven't really heard too much by, but this would be nice. I'll hear more by them. In their, kind of songs right here. Definitely excited to hear the sounds of this. From the stuff that I have heard, I've liked some stuff. I guess we'll see right here how I like these right here. Starting with the first track we have called "Oh." Okay. Oh, I see how that came in. What else going on with that? Like chords on that? Oh. Okay. I'm looking at this percussion. They kind of like basically something that's going as well. Okay, I like that kind of back vocal there. Nice melody right there. I love how they're doing the visuals on this. It's kind of like bright thing. And the outfits right there. Oh, that's a nice melody right there. I like how she was singing it. And the higher thing on that, going with that. That's interesting. Yeah, I need the percussion right there, going to that. Okay, I like that right there. Yeah, how they have that higher sound going in the instrumentals, interesting. Kind of go with that melody. I don't know exactly what it is. Ooh. Love the layer voices right there. That was nice. How she hung that on. At the end of that. Right there. Really nice melodies on this one overall. Yeah, especially on this part. How's going down? Love the melody right here as well. Nice. Kind of like red up sound right there. It's nice. Yeah, really like this part. Like right with the melody on that and the choreo they do on that. Nice. Very catchy on that. Yeah, this part after as well. Yeah, held out on that. Very nice. Kind of taking that right here. That's just voices more forward on that. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I like how they did this section right there. With taking that kind of like lower bassy sound out, and then just having the vocals more forward. Nice. Bring it back right here. Ooh, that was nice right there. Bring it in. Good, right? Nice. Yeah, like that, right there. Nice. Ooh, interesting formation right there. That kind of like repeating more on that one, doing like twice. Very nice on that. Yeah. Okay, that's a nice choreo right there, going with that. And then that. Going back from that. Oh, was that harmony on it? Yeah, I love the groove of this as well. Yeah, that's such an interesting kind of sound they had going on right there with that kind of like synth bass thing. Oh, what the heck? Okay. Yeah, like okay, like the dark version of them right there, I guess. Right there, I don't know. Maybe it's like to be continued situation right there. But yeah, overall for the sound on this one, really enjoyed this one a lot. Like I said, I like the way they use that kind of like synth bassy thing going on throughout the track. I think definitely mostly stand out to me is how they sounded vocally, just overall their overall vocal tones. I really like their vocal tones a lot, especially on the melody that they were singing on this one. Really like that part. I think that was like after the chorus where they had like, you know, they were saying that melody or whatever, and they had like the layer of voices come in. That was really nice how they held out that note right there. I like how they had that section with the the melody on that. That was very nice. I like what they did a little different with that. I like how they added on that, kind of, you know, changed it up, make it a little more interesting on that one as well. Love how they did the video with like the choreo and stuff like that. Just the, you know, the overall energy, how they performed this was really nice as well. But yeah, just overall main sound, how that was going on the instrumental, I definitely enjoyed that a lot, especially with, you know, the groove of the beat and how that was going with everything. And I usually like, you know, nice kind of like synth sounds going on in songs, just mainly, just in general. I do like what they did with certain parts, having that very like high kind of, I'm guessing it's like another like synth thing going with like certain melodies that they were singing on that. So that was very nice. I like, you know, just the way they had, I guess, their vocals kind of like, you know, layered doing the same melody in the chorus as well. I was like, you know, stuff like that. That sounds very nice. So yeah, really like right here. I might have to check out performance, see how they do that, you know, just to see the full choreo, because I was liking how that was looking, how they were doing that overall, especially like, you know, with the little hip move they was doing as well. That was very nice. How they did like the colors on this one was very entertaining, just the whole concept. I'm wondering what the freak was going on at the end right here. That was very interesting. I might have to look into that, see if that was like a to be continued thing. But yeah, these outfits seem very interesting as well. But yeah, 100%. Now let's go on to the next track that was requested. All right, so the next song that was requested is called Run Devil Run. Interesting. All right. Okay. Interesting. Got like rises on there. Oh, in a breaking jump. Okay. There's like the flash and light. I always love how like these older videos are like filmed. There's a lot of transition right there. Interesting double green on the line right there. How they have that L going on the side? Really interesting. Oh, some percussion with that, like how they did the cuts with that. Ooh, okay, that was nice. I like that. The layered kind of sound on that. And they going on. Yeah, that's nice on that. On the run. Like the choreography. That's a nice melody to do on that as well. Going higher on that. Really interesting sound how that goes on with the instrumental as well. Yeah. That's nice. Love how you sung that. Yeah, definitely my favorite part of the song. Love how they did that. Oh, nice right there. The layer voices on that as well. So nice coming in that. Nice. I like that. Actually kind of like separation, like the along the donuts for us. Really like the part with it. Oh yeah, it's like kind of like them like rising the harmony in that. Love that. Yeah, that's a nice choreo right there as well. They're doing that loud kind of thing. Yeah, a little slow mo with that. There's some kind of lower bass thing on it as well. Very catchy melody as well. I feel like that'll get stuck in my head. Nice. You like the vocal tone right there? Yeah, okay. Was that like rest right there or something like that? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I got, like the hairs coming in. Like catch one there. Everything on that. Yeah, what has that kind of like brass sound coming on? Interesting. Nice, let's go with the melody on that. Nice. Yeah, I especially like this part a lot. How they sing this line out. As the harmonies going in the back. Okay, I like how they're doing that in the line though. Oh, nice that lever there. That sound that's going on. So interesting on that one. Okay, just taking it out. Yeah, really like that one a lot. 100%. Especially on the part in the chorus. That's when I was like, yeah, really, really nice. Just the way everything fills out with the layer vocals and stuff like that. That main line on the run, how they repeat that is very nice. Love the delivery on the lines and the verses. I think it was very interesting. The way it started was really interesting. I was wondering, like, exactly where they were going to go with it. I love where they went with that. Just kind of dropping down into that chorus. Nice kind of melody that they were singing after that as well. Like I said, when they sing that out, that's very, very nice. Like the little choreo they do on that. Like the looks that they had as well. The kind of contrast with the white and black. I would say definitely I like the way the black outfits looked a lot. How they were doing that, and like the look of the back was very interesting. Yeah, just very, very interesting on this one. And it was like the way that they were saying like the lines and the verses was very interesting because it kind of paired with whatever sound they had was going on the instrument, the whatever sound right there, and it kind of like fit with that. I guess like the main kind of like notes they were singing in the verses as well, like the kind of like talk kind of thing that they were doing on that. That was very interesting. But yeah, just mainly love the way they did that, just vocally with the layer vocals, even the way the beat was going, really nice how they kind of had that rhythm of everything kind of looping on throughout the entire thing. So yeah, really, really like Run Devil Run a lot. I'm definitely gonna be listening to the song a good bit. But yeah, 100%. Now let's go on to the next song that was requested. So the next song is called Hoot right here. Okay. One chill. Ain't that a dude from Super Junior? Okay, I'm not tripping. Get with this kind of like old detective type. Oh, it just disappeared from the world. Yeah, what the soundtrack on that? Okay. Think about that elevator right here. Oh, what's that chopping right there? What the sound? Oh, that's the highest quality, okay. Ooh. Interesting how the beat's going. A very interesting kind of guitar thing they have to the side. I like that outfits right there. Yeah, very interesting sound going on there. Sound brass right there, no? Oh, like the melody in there, nice. Yeah, the sounds that they use on this very interesting on this. That kind of like thing right there, and the high thing. Oh, okay. Like the layer voices on this. Oh, and the harmony. Oh, that was nice. I like that. On treble. The resin on that. Oh, I like that melody. Nice. Love the groove of this as well. How's it going? Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah, I like that part a lot. The chorus, that little love thing going on. I like the bass on this as well. It's going. Oh, interesting sound right there. That's nice right there. The kind of brass going the same melody of that. what they were saying in the chorus. The interesting delivery on this line as well. Oh, you like that? I like the kind of hip move right there going with that. Oh, interesting uppers right here. Yeah, I love the sound of those. It's going. Kind of like a rising sun goal as well. Okay. Nice. Love that in there. Yeah, it sounded very nice right there. Definitely my favorite melody on this one. It was very catchy as well. Nice. Oh, like this melody on that. The higher vocal on that as well. Love how they're doing the beat on this. Like how they split off in the degrees though on that as well. Like splitting that up. Nice. Yeah, it's such a as always, loving Taeyong's ad libs okay. Yeah. Love the energy of this one as well. Very nice. 100%. Okay, I like that little last pose thing right there. Yeah. That chorus carried the frick out of this one for me. Okay, interesting. Still like searching. What was that? Okay. So is that like a to be continued thing with that one as well? I don't know. I don't know, with the story they have on their music videos or whatever, but overall with the sound of this one, really enjoyed. Like I said, that chorus freaking carried. The verses sounded nice as well. Like how they were doing the beat on that one, and the different sounds were really interesting, especially right before going to the chorus on the pre-chorus part, that kind of higher sound that they bring in and stuff like that. The way they did the sound just overall was very interesting on that one. But I love the melodies and the layer vocals that they had for the chorus, how they did that, especially on the trouble, that part, and even that, that melody after that with the higher thing. Love how they were singing that, and they had that kind of note at the end of that as well. So yeah, really nice on that one. Like how they did the video as well, very interesting. I like the way they had the looks and stuff like that. I would say definitely my favorite kind of look thing they had was like when they were in like these elevators. That was pretty cool how they did that. But yeah, really enjoyed this one overall. I feel like just the way they sound vocally on their songs is what's really carrying these, which is a good thing, right? I would hope, you feel me, they would sound great vocally enough for me to really like these songs. I feel like that's what's doing a lot for me. But yeah, 100%. Now let's go on to the next track that was requested. All right, so the next one that was requested is called The Boys. It says KOR version. I'm guessing it's Korean version. I guess they had another version of this one. Got a pretty long one right here. Well, I guess it's like perfect like story in the music videos as well. Okay. Interesting how they panned right there. Is this a song, or is it just the intro of this? I like how the percussion's going down. If it is a song, I don't know. The slow mode like this is as well. I like the look of the flower petals going down. That's nice. What? That was a really interesting intro on that. And then just okay. Oh, already loving the layer vocals. Yeah, that sounds really interesting. Oh, the Rise song going on? Uh-huh. Oh. Okay, I like that right there. A little dance on there. How it's going down, I like that. Very interesting sound and instrumental right here. Yeah, other voices are placed as well, I like that, it's right there. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's really nice beat going down. Uh-huh. Let's keep it going. Like our forward verses right there. Okay, I like how she did a little different thing at the end. Ooh, nice chord coming in. Very interesting thing with the jacket thing she had. Yeah, that look right there. Nice. Oh, like how she had that up. Yeah. Love the layer voices on that. How that spreads out everything, especially from the empty thing. And then go to that. Uh-huh. Oh. Love her delivery on this one. Very punchy on that. Uh-huh. Nice. Yeah, I'm loving how this sounds on these verses. That's naughty. Especially on this part. Nice. Yeah, I love that. Actually, kind of like filter they have with like the voices going on the back on that. Like talking on top of that. Nice. Ooh, okay. I like the footsteps. I like the shout on it. Oh, like it, percussion right here. Ooh, nice. Got a slow-mo scene. They really like the slow-mo scenes on that. That's very catchy as well with the bring the boys out melody. Love that. Nice. Oh, don't know how many on that? Oh, how that kind of like resonance as well? Nice. Nice vocal right there. Okay, I like how they're doing that. How she's singing that. And putting the layer voices on that. Oh, rising on it as well. Love that. Nice. Nice. Yeah, very interesting on that one. The way they did the production and how that was going down, I like that main kind of beat that was going down the entire time. Love the sound of their voices on that, bring the boys out line. Love the melody on that. Yeah, really nice energy on that one, how they did that Really, really nice how that was going down the entire time. I really like, the way they did that, how they were like performing that and the kind of like demeanor and like the, the energy, how they were doing like the dance, going with the beat and stuff like that. That was really cool. Just how they filmed it as well. It was really entertaining. Really like how they sound vocally on this one as well. Was loving the melody that they were having going on in the verses, especially in that part where the chords would go down. Like I said, filling that out. Love that one part where they were, doing that talking line with all the layered voices on that as well. I would definitely say my favorite melody, of course, like I said, is that main melody that they have going on in the chorus with the layered vocals. That was really, really nice. I was definitely loving how they were sounding, especially vocally towards the end, kind of singing out more and going higher on that. That was really, really nice. I know this is definitely one of their more kind of like popular songs. I feel like I might have seen a group cover this before, or like something like that. There's probably been multiple groups that have probably covered this. I feel like, just that main melody with the like, I feel like I've heard that before. So especially the way it started and stuff like that. So probably I've like seen like a cover or something like that. Like another group did like a cover, or a lot of groups do like covers of their songs. So that makes sense. But yeah, it's nice hearing the actual like full thing right here from the the original group right there. This definitely sounded really nice. I don't feel like I would listen to this one as much as the other songs so far, but still pretty nice. So I feel like, I would definitely put this on my playlist and vibe to it when it comes on, especially like I said, how that beat is going and how they sounded overall vocally definitely did a lot for me. So yeah, really, really enjoyed this one a lot. I definitely got to see a performance for this one as well. Like I said, this is a highly covered song, so seeing the actual kind of group performance and choreo will probably be pretty entertaining as well, just to see how they actually do it and stuff like that. We got one more song to check out today. All right, so the last one we're checking out today is called I Got a Boy. The last one was called The Boys. This one, I Got a Boy. I'm saying we got like a little break kind of thing going on. I like those chords going down. That's nice. Oh, they like stopped the place in the area in the. What in the world? We're trying to get in. Doing that sound with that. I like that. I don't know if that's the actual song, but probably not because of. Okay, so yeah, not the actual song. Okay, interesting concept right here. These outfits. Interesting kind of. Yeah, what is that sound with that dude with the? The way they're doing the percussion right here. I'm trying to figure out what the frick is going on, because the percussion does not sound like it's fitting with what they're saying. Like the flow of the lines. They're singing layered voices. Okay. Interesting intro right there. I like the melody on that. Ooh, nice layered vocals on it. Nice. Interesting choreo right there. They're doing with that. Like that. Ooh. That's right here. I like that. Ooh, nice. Ooh, nice sound right there with the thing right there. I like that. Like the delivery in the lines. Very nice. Nice harmony in that. Yeah, they do really well with the harmonies. Nice. Yeah, especially on this with the really love that. It's a really nice kind of like area they're filming in as well. It looks nice. There with the outfits as well, very colorful. Let me put it down another way. Oh, so it's one of these. It's one of these. Okay. That sound? Love the layer vocals on it. Nice. Cool. Nice harmony coming on that. The higher thing. That's such an interesting group. Yeah, paired with how they're singing those, really nice. That's a nice thought on that. The look that Sonny has with his pink hair is very interesting. On that. Ooh, I can break on that. And the quickness of that. I just those like her hair is like blue here. That. Ooh. I like how they're doing the choreo right here. That's cool right there. How that's going down. There's the percussion right there. You got the percussion going down. I like how she's moving with that. That's nice. That going up right there. Where are we at right now? Like the way they're going through these, like these, you know, different parts of the song. So interesting. Like how he goes down. Yeah, I just noticed they kind of like the way they're moving with their feet is kind of like going with that higher sound. And instrumental, that's really interesting. Like they kind of like rising sound. Right? Nice, like that sound. So a lot of nice kind of melodies on those O's they're doing. And we switched up again a little bit. Ooh. But I like how each part though is like fitting in kind of like a similar, you know, just way everything's going with like certain like notes and stuff like that. But they're just going down differently. That's going. Okay, that kind of like wig on right there. I love this thing right here. Is this a bridge part? Love that. Let's bring it back to 140. Okay, go back to it. Yeah, so they're like kind of like changing to like the BPM on that. Ooh. Love us on that. Oh, the summer air. Love the melody of this man like right here. It's very nice. Dang. Okay, having the O's on top of that. Low stuff like that. Okay. I was very, very entertained by that one. 100%. I love this one a lot. Really, really nice how they were doing this one. Yeah, didn't expect it to be one of these songs where there's like all like, you know, those little switch up things, but the way they did it was really, really nice. Like I said, you know, just certain things changed it up in the instrumental, but like I said, everything, even though they were very different sounds, they blended pretty nicely together. Like I feel like there was like certain notes that were going down that kind of went, if that makes any sense. Like it just like blended together pretty nicely. Like it wasn't like a very drastic kind of sound from each part, right? Like I feel like it made sense, you know, for what part of the song that they were in and stuff like that. I just like how they did that. I like that, you know, melody they were singing with that I got a boy, that whole thing right there is very nice. The different kind of melodies they had going on this one. I think I like that other melody that they had. It's crazy. I'm just saying like the melody because they had different melodies. I like how they had that. What was it? Let me see if I can play it part. I don't know exactly where it was, but yeah, it was this part right. But there's just like a different kind of like speed of the track, right? Because then they change it up and it gets a little like faster.
Stop. Let me put it down another way.
You know? and they had this entire part, and this was I feel like the main part of the song, right? Because they played this part a little more. That's like the chorus. Yeah, we go into this melody with like the synth melody. And the harmonies going on that. Yeah. So that wasn't too confusing. I really like how they did this part as well. Love the melodies on that. Love when they went to more like a slower kind of like singing thing towards the end right here. This sounded very nice. But again, it blended really nicely with that main kind of, part that they were doing. I like how, they bring it back and do like a little different thing right here. The melody that they were singing right here on this part was really, really nice. I was loving how Jessica came in right here. That's really nice. Right. He's on it though. He's on the back. Yeah, this entire part I was really liking. I did get lost at one point. I will be completely honest. It was in this part, like they were still in this part right here, but it's when they started doing this melody right here. Because then I was like, okay, where are we at in the song, right? But the melodies was really nice on this part as well. Yeah, it's just the entire structure is so interesting because I thought that part was the bridge, but I'm not entirely sure what part is. Like, I know what part is the chorus, but the verses, I guess they're just like really long verses that have, different sound for each kind of thing. Because if you go to the beginning of the song and listen to the sound that they had, it's completely different. But they still had this part, but just with, the what's going on. I like that move that they do as well. That's very nice, that kind of thing. Right there. Got a little wave right there. And doing that with the arms. Very nice. I'm definitely have to check out a full performance on this one as well. Like how they did. Very colorful music video as well. Like the way they did that. The way they're doing the acting. Stuff they added to like the energy. Yeah. But then going into this part, I love the way they did percussion going into this right here. How it's going down. Obviously how they sounded vocally again. Which, again, this is really not surprising. This is a very, very nicely sounding vocal group. They do great with that. Love that. Just overall, just how they did this entire thing was really nice. I like, that was a little brief thing right there. And then going back into this, like I said, love how they ended it, kind of like layering the different things going on with the kind of main line right here. And then putting the O's on top of that as well. Love the choreo they do right here as well. The kind of thing. The arms on that, like that. Very nice. Yeah, so when I'm looking for like a very high energy, you feel me, crazy song to listen to, I'm definitely putting this one on. This is really, really entertaining right here. Probably not the one I would listen to the most out of the ones that we checked out today, but definitely the one I was most entertained watching. 100%. This was really, really enjoyable right here. I always like stuff like this just in general. They kind of like switch up things. I think is always really interesting, especially if you do it well enough. And I think they did it really well where the sounds weren't, like I said, they weren't too drastic in a way where I was like too confused, right? I feel like they're very cohesive sounds. There were certain things that was making it fit and stuff like that, even though the speed of certain parts were different. So, yeah, this is great. Probably one of the best songs out of like the switch up songs that I've heard in K-pop. Definitely one of the best. Probably the best, honestly. Like now thinking about the sound and how they did everything with the production and everything with the vocals and stuff like that. Honestly, this could be my favorite just overall like switch up song just overall. I think they killed this. The people that worked on the production, the girls and stuff like that, they killed that as well, just with the performing and stuff like that. And I've been noticing that throughout all of these videos. They're really good at putting the energy out through their performing and acting through these, especially when they do the choreo. I knew they were really good vocally, but choreo wise, I'm noticing that I'm really liking like certain things as well, especially in this one. It was a lot of nice kind of like things that they were doing in the formations and the moves, like going with the sound. So yeah, if there's any like specific performances that you guys think I should check out from any of these songs, definitely put that down in the comments down below. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of my reaction to Girls' Generation today. Thank you to the person that requested this. This was really, really nice. I enjoyed all of these a lot. I definitely feel like I would listen to all of these songs. I think just song wise, my favorite is probably still Run Double Run. I feel like I would listen to that one the most. And then maybe Oh, I like the melodies a lot on Oh and how they did that. Music video wise and just entertainment wise, definitely, I Got a Boy 100%. But yeah, all these are really, really nice. Also, one thing that I was noticing going through these is that I feel like like looking at this group, I can see a lot of other groups in this group, right? And that probably is due to this group probably like inspiring a lot of the concepts of like the other groups that have come out after them, right? Because I look at, other groups that I've reacted to and stuff like that, girl groups just in general, and their concepts and looks and even like certain sounds, and I can definitely look and like tell, you feel me, they've gotten a lot of inspiration from Girls' Generation. So I like to kind of like noticing that, throughout going through these. So yeah, I definitely gotta check out more by Girls' Generation. These were kind of like just like the main songs with their music videos, but B-sides and stuff like that, I definitely gotta check out. Their vocals are really, really nice, so I definitely want to hear more from them. So if you guys have any, other song like music video recommendations that you guys want me to check out, or any album recommendations, definitely feel free to put that down in the comments down below, along with any performance recommendations as well. Like I said, tell me what you guys thought about these songs that we checked out today. What did you like? What did you not like? Tell me what your favorites were out of the ones that we checked out. Definitely would like to hear your opinion. Hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to Girls' Generation today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.